Philadelphia ECW? Holy shit, he hit him with a chair. Oh. Alright. WWE ECW. Tonight, there will be a 6-man tag match between a Japanese guy, Christian, who should be on Raw, and who's their third face guy? Because you know they always got one top guy, right? So, alright. Okay. Here's a great example of what's wrong with the main eventers on ECW. I was typing to my friend on Facebook who hasn't watched WWE in a really long time, like a couple months now. And he's like, well, who's ECW champion right now? I know it's either Jack Swagger or Christian, so which one is it? See what I'm saying? Right there. Bam. It's always the two same guys. And I'm like, Christian. He's like, oh, of course. I'm like, yeah, but Jack Swagger's a jobber on Raw now. No. And what the fuck? So, now you got Yoshitatsu. And I don't know what happened with Zack Ryder. He was supposed to get a shot at the ECW title. I mean, he did, but it wasn't like they kept him in the main event spot, you know? So now here's your two top guys. How sad is this? Alright, we'll start from the bottom and make our way up to the top with ECW. You know what? Actually, I got a better idea. Let's do this. We're going to compare and see what WWE's doing. I got my computer right here in front of me, and we're going to check this out, okay? Alright, WWE.com, right? Gonna go to ECW. ECW's roster. And we're gonna see what's been going on here. Oh, by the way, if you haven't heard, Tommy Dreamer's leaving WWE. That's because ECW's not even gonna be a brand next year, which is absolutely ridiculous. Oh wow. See what I'm saying right here? ECW. Still the headline is Christian retains at TLC. Alright, here's the roster right here. I'm going to go down the line. First, you got Abraham Washington. That's perfectly fine because that's some entertainment right there. That's possibly my favorite segment on ECW. He's pretty fun. Brian Saxton, you know, the announcer. Kalen Croft, he's good. Christian, alright, let's just set the record straight with Christian. Christian should be on Raw or SmackDown competing for the World Heavyweight or WWE title, okay? That's all I'm saying. I met Christian, and I said to him, like, what are you doing on ECW? He's like, that's not for me to say, man. So, Ezekiel Jackson is a great wrestler all around. I really hope he doesn't go when ECW is not a brand anymore, because they're going to be cutting a lot of people. Like, half these people I'm naming right now won't even be in the WWE. Actually, you know what? We'll say who's going to stay and who's going to go. Abraham Washington, you see, that's a tough one. Like, I think they'll definitely keep him because everybody kind of likes him even though he's a heel. I think they'll definitely keep him because he's great on the mic. But the only problem is I don't know what show they'll put him on. They'll probably put him on Raw and throw him in there somewhere. Brian Saxon's probably going to go back down to FCW. Kalen Croft, I think they're going to keep him up. He got some talent. Christian, we already said. Ezekiel Jackson, I think he'll probably wind up on SmackDown. He'll probably, like, win the IC title eventually. Work his way up to the top. Sadly enough, I could definitely see Goldust going, unless he does something like a, basically just a comedy figure on Raw. I mean, that's the best that I could see with him. I guess we'll just name these people as two, Gregory Helms and the Hurricane. I can see them putting Hurricane on SmackDown. Josh Matthews, he'll just be a backstage interviewer, I guess. Rosa Mendez will probably go to Raw. The ring announcer, Savannah's definitely going to go just because They got nowhere to put her, and she's not even that great of a ring announcer. Shelton Benjamin. Of course they're not going to get rid of Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin is the shit. Tiffany. Tiffany's probably going to go back down, but probably just the FCW. I don't think they'll terminate her contract. Tommy Dreamer, we said, is leaving for a fact. Tony Atlas. You see, now there's where a problem comes up. Because when he was Mark Henry's manager, if you remember last year, when he was Mark Henry's manager, that was good. But when Mark Henry got drafted to Raw and became a face, they really had nowhere to put him. So, like, you don't know exactly what's going to happen. I mean, unless they keep Abraham Washington, that's kind of the big thing there. That's all that he's doing is on the microphone. I hope they don't get rid of Tony Atlas personally, because I like that guy. Trent Beretta, same thing as Kalen Cross. I could see him, like, they're probably going to keep him or send him back down to FCW. Tyler Rex, honestly, I think he's going to go. He's probably going to get released unless they send him back down to FCW. He's definitely not ready to be on SmackDown or Raw yet. Unless they put him on SmackDown or Raw and then just use him on Superstars. Vance Archer's got a lot of talent. You know, Lance Hoyt from TNA. He's got a lot of talent. I think they'll probably keep him. Probably on Raw. Vladimir Kozlov, of course, they're going to keep him. William Regal. I don't see what they're doing with Vladimir Kozlov. They got that Ezekiel, Regal, and Kozlov thing, like the whole rivalry going on. So we'll see what happens with that. I just don't know where they'd put Kozlov exactly. Regal is gonna do probably the same thing he's been doing, except not on ECW. You know what I mean. For the past couple years on Raw, he's been competing for the IC title, now to be the US title. You know what? That might be a good storyline. Have Regal win the United States title, and have him talk about how he doesn't want to be the United States one. It could, because you're from England, it could start to be something good. Yoshitatsu, you see now, he's talented, but I honestly don't see what the big hype about him is. That's just my opinion. Like, I don't think, like, after only, like, 2 weeks of being with ECW, I know it's a lot more than that now, but you know what I'm saying? Like, after just 2 weeks, he had a title shot. With WWE using him the way they are, they're going to keep him. Zack Ryder is great on the mic, and I think they will definitely keep it. Alright, so now here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the years up to 2006, 2008 roster. Alright. Final one. Okay. Alright, in 2008, here was their roster. And this will just show you something big. Alright, CM Punk, of course, is, on SmackDown now. Elijah Burke, gone. Big Daddy V, gone. The Miz is, on Raw, who's great. The Boogeyman, gone. Kevin Thorne, gone. Balls Mahoney, gone. I met him. It's kind of sad to see. It was at an indie show. He offered me, he told me to give him $10 and he told me the whole script. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Of course, I gave him $10. Then he gave me an autograph, and Matt Stryker kept him, of course. Mike Knox on SmackDown. Nunzio's gone. I met him at an indie show as well. I was wearing a Santino shirt, and he had something to say about that. Stevie Richards is gone. You know, I haven't heard anything about that, about him. Tommy Dreamer's on his way out. Colin Delaney, I don't know. Haven't really heard anything about him. They should have never turned him heel, that's all I know. They would have kept him as a face. They probably could have kept him a little bit longer. John Morrison, he's future world champion, no doubt. Marcus Corvon, he's gone. Okay. So now you see huge differences in the years. Now we're going to 2007. Okay. Rob Van Dam. The man. Now that's the true ECW. Alright. So you got Rob Van